Hey everybody, welcome back to Omega Zone Gaming. Unfortunately, Atlus has pretty much locked out Persona 5 from any sort of recording whatsoever. So this is going to be another Omega Zone quick review. So, bottom line, should you buy Persona 5? Absolutely. It is definitely worth every cent of its $60 price tag. Or higher, depending where you are in the world. A few reasons why are the excellent story that takes elements from every Persona game that has ever come out. Uh, Not to get too deep into the story, but basically you're a high school kid. You have a run-in that gets you into trouble, and you're sent to live with a caretaker. Let's call him that, so I don't give too much away. So that's where the story really begins, and then you're wrapped up into all the usual Persona shenanigans. I have not hardly put the controller down since I've started playing it. That's why there's been a lack of content. Because I know I said I need to get the Nier Automata review out, the I Am Sonata review out, and several other reviews out. But I'm just having so much fun playing Persona 5 that I just haven't pulled myself away from it. It's just that great of a game. So, graphics use a cel-shaded anime style for in-game graphics, and they use a more full-on anime style for cutscenes. These work great. They mesh well together. They work well together. I heard some people complaining that certain characters look cardboard. Like, they don't to me. I don't know if maybe they're playing it on PS3 and the graphics are a little bit worse. Because, of course, I have the PS4 copy. I've heard about frame rate drop issues as well. Although I have not personally noticed that. As far as I have been going, 30 frames per second at all times. There's several mini games I haven't done. Maybe that's where it slows down. I can't say for sure. But as far as what I have experienced so far, 30 frames per second the entire time. If I had PS4 Pro, which I don't, it would be 60 because Atlus did optimize it for PS4 Pro. But it runs fine at 30. So, audio. Amazing. The music, the acid jazz is some of the best music I've ever heard. I love the when you're going to do a heist, the actual music for doing the heist. I want to find that song now. It's one of my favorite songs ever. Voice acting is phenomenal. Some of the best English voice acting I've ever heard in a JRPG. When I make my second playthrough, my new game plus, I will go through with Japanese voices, and if I feel a need to update, I will. But I love the audio in this game. Okay, gameplay. So, Persona's gameplay is a turn-based RPG. What it does different this time is it brings back some old Shin Megami Tensei stuff like negotiations and stuff like that with the Personas to claim them. You have your Persona fusions, just like in all other Persona games, and your all-out attacks. You build equipment before going in. You buy items before going into dungeons. Mementos is the big change. That'll be your huge, almost Tartarus-like dungeon from Persona 3. Everywhere else is smaller, non-randomized dungeons. Well, not smaller. They're bigger, really, but they're not randomized. You go in during the day and do what you gotta do. And on off days where you don't feel like going in, leveling, or doing a main story mission, you go and you do school activities and improve your confidants, as they call them this time around. So overall, the combat system for me is perfect. It's one of the best JRPG combat systems I have ever experienced. If I'm to rank everything, story 5 out of 5, gameplay 5 out of 5, audio 5 out of 5, graphics 5 out of 5, and the feature of being able to communicate with other players to get answers to tests and stuff, 5 out of 5. Persona 5 is a 5 out of 5, and it gets my seal of approval. This is Omega Zone Gaming, and I am out.